Delhi's Raos Avenue court has reserved its order in the ED's application for extension of remand of Arvind Kejriwal. Let's listen in to Advocate Ramesh Gupta speaking.
दिया पर मैं समझता हूं कि आज के दिन इतना ही कहना काफी था। ठीक है,
केजरीवाल ने कहा कि सर कुछ सबूत है उनके पास कि किस तरीके से मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग बाद में हो रही है।
नहीं, मैंने तो सुना नहीं ऐसे अभी।
सर ईडी का कहना है कि जो अरविंद केजरीवाल ने सबमिशंस किए हैं इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड्स को लेकर वो इस केस से बिल्कुल रेलेवेंट ही नहीं है। अब
ये तो आप लोग भी इतने दिन से मेरे से ज्यादा फॉलो कर रहे हो इस केस को। ये आप लोग तय करो कि रेलेवेंट है कि नहीं है। अगर एक एक्यूज इस केस का, और वो एक आपको याद होगा 6 दिन पहले जब आर्गुमेंट किया लर्नेड एएसजी ने, उन्होंने कहा कि अगर कंपनी कोई पार्टी भी, अगर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी भी इन्वॉल्व होती है तो वो भी कंपनी मानी जाएगी और वो भी एक्यूज बन सकती है। तो अगर आम आदमी पार्टी एक्यूज बन सकता है तो बीजेपी भी एक्यूज बन सकती है। अगर बीजेपी को उसी एक्यूज ने जिसकी बेल हुई उसने 50 करोड़ दे रखे हैं तो वो किस चीज में आएंगे ये तो आप लोगों को तय करना है। मैं तो जब कोर्ट में केस आएगा जब देखेंगे, पर आपको खुद मालूम होना चाहिए कि वो पैसे किस बात के दिए थे उसने।
अच्छा, एक बात की रिमांड पे थे, क्या ईडी ने कुछ पेश किया कि 6 दिनों में उनसे क्या क्या पूछ लीजिए, क्या क्या निकल के सामने आया?
नहीं, ईडी ने इस बारे में कुछ नहीं बताया कि 6 दिन में क्या हुआ। ये उन्होंने कहा कि आगे हमने क्या करना है उस बारे में उन्होंने रिमांड मांगा।
एक बात और कही केजरीवाल जी ने कि गवाहों से जबरदस्ती डरा धमकाकर ईडी ने दबाव बनाकर बयान लिया, लेकिन ईडी कह रही है कि ये तो ट्रायल का विषय है। आप क्या समझते हैं इसके बारे में?
सारे विषय ट्रायल के हैं, पर इस समय तो रिमांड का विषय था तो हमने कंसीडर कर दिया, तो बाकी तो रेलेवेंट रहने की क्या बात है।
पहले मेरा तो फिर प्लीज सर आई विल डू इट विद मी। आई नहीं आई सर प्लीज।
Okay, so that was Advocate Ramesh Gupta who was speaking outside the court premises. Remember that the court has currently reserved the order in ED's application seeking extension of remand of Arvind Kejriwal. Arvind Kejriwal, in fact, has spoken in court today and he said that certain accused were forced to name him in their statements. How is it that on the basis of just 4 statements, he was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate? He in fact said that it was the ED's mission to arrest him. Arvind Kejriwal has made some very serious charges. He said that I'm not objecting to cooperating with the investigating agency or to the remand, but this is what Arvind Kejriwal said. He says that the accused gave 55 crore rupees bond money, electoral bond money to the BJP. Remember, this is a charge that the Aam Aadmi Party has already made against one of the accused in this case, Sharath Reddy, and now Arvind Kejriwal saying the same in court as well. Here's how the BJP has reacted to what Kejriwal has said in court.
Well, he has all the right to defend himself, but they are not above law. They are not above the constitution of the country. The way the Aam Aadmi Party leader was just now saying that we have gone house to house, we have spoken to people, and people's mandate is that Arvind Kejriwal should operate from the jail. I mean, this is ridiculing the mandate of the people. I mean, we are virtually mocking the mandate of the people. And then, if that is so, let them go for fresh election. Let them seek a mandate on saying that vote for Arvind Kejriwal, he's in jail, and then let people decide whether they want to vote for a man who fled from jail, who's deep into corruption. So let people decide on it. The man who gives 1 bottle free with 1 bottle, let people decide on it. Not saying that we did some survey, we did some mandate.
BJP National Spokesperson Mr. Nalin Kohli is now joining us over the phone line. Mr. Kohli, how do you respond to what Arvind Kejriwal said in court today? He said just on the basis of 4 statements, the Enforcement Directorate has proceeded to arrest him, and some of these accused, he's of course referring to Sharath Reddy and Aurobindo Pharma, paid electoral bond money to the BJP, 55 crores. How can their word be trusted?
Political drama, wild allegations, confirmation of Mr. Kejriwal's typical politics of spit and run. Typical of Mr. Kejriwal, even involve his family members in his brand of accusation and falsehood, the nature of his politics. Get the wife to come out with a set of allegations, then you stand in court and instead of using it or arguing on your petition, try to make a political speech. If Mr. Kejriwal believes, and as a practicing lawyer, I'd like to say that Mr. Kejriwal is incorrectly believing that his political speeches are going to be the basis of him being able to get a court to pass an order on law. Law will go based on the statute, which is the PMLA, based on the materials that the Enforcement Directorate or the investigative agency will present. And Mr. Kejriwal has to challenge it on legal grounds, not political arguments. Mr. Kejriwal perhaps now is confirming to the public, or not only of Delhi but of the country, that he has nothing credible to say with regard to the liquor scam in Delhi. That is why he has chosen not to respond to 8 summons in the past, each time on a flimsy excuse. I am in Vipassana, I am campaigning, I am busy, I will come next time, these summons are illegal. That is the crux of it. And today, wild allegations, spit and run. The question that which has to be asked is, then why is Mr. Manish Sisodia and Mr. Satyendra Jain, two of his most trusted and most powerful colleagues, who were ministers under him, working on his direction, Mr. Kejriwal being the chief minister, why are they in jail, not getting bail? Their matters have gone up to no less than the Honorable Supreme Court of India, yet they are in jail, not getting bail. Every time the Enforcement Directorate shows the material it has, somewhere or the other the courts are seeing that there is some credible material. Now, Mr. Kejriwal has to first answer a question. Did he order them to do so? And that's why they went ahead with the policy which led to a scam? Or he was unaware, which means he's incompetent to govern. Either way, Mr. Kejriwal is stuck between a devil and a deep blue sea. And that's why, because he has no credible answers, he's now resorting to this spit and run politics of allegation.
So what he's basically saying is that this investigation is out to create a sort of smoke screen to malign the Aam Aadmi Party, to crush the Aam Aadmi Party.
Then where is his answers on the scam? Why for so many months he was running away from it? Every time you would ask Mr. Kejriwal a question, which is the media would ask him, he would answer on another topic. He is the type of man, if you will ask him what is the directions from Delhi to Chandigarh, he will speak about the weather in Mauritius and then speak about the health conditions in, say, Tamil Nadu. He has an answer and a view on everything except the questions that are asked of him. On the liquor scam and the excise scam, where are Mr. Kejriwal's clear answers on the following? Was the procedure followed? Yes or no? If no, then why wasn't it followed? If no, then who's the beneficiary? 3. The beneficiaries are saying that they were involved. That's what the media is reporting. Then why did the beneficiaries suddenly get these benefits? So why was money written away by Mr. Manish Sisodia, as I've read in the media, about the terms of those who deposited money in the name of COVID, etc.? Was there a policy decision on that? Look at other things of Mr. Kejriwal. I will not take a house, but then he takes a government house. Then he starts building a sheesh mahal, a huge building, tries to do away with all the laws related to that construction by keeping the tender amounts lower, approval amounts lower. I will not take a car, now he has a car. So Mr. Kejriwal is a man of U-turn. Mr. Kejriwal is a man who can say anything at any point of time, accept the truth and answer a straight question with a straight answer.
Mr. Kohli, thank you so much for speaking with India Today. We've got more news that's coming in from inside the Raos Avenue court right now. What we're learning right now is that Arvind Kejriwal's family has met with Arvind Kejriwal inside the courtroom. Remember that they're waiting for the judge to preside and read out the order, which has for the moment been reserved. Delhi court has reserved that order. Remember, there was a lot of drama in court earlier today as the proceedings were underway and the hearing was underway. Arvind Kejriwal spoke himself in court today, and now his son and daughter, who are also present in the courtroom along with his wife Sunita Kejriwal, they're meeting with Arvind Kejriwal inside the courtroom as they await the judge's order. Let's listen in to Advocate Ramesh Gupta, who appeared for the Chief Minister. Okay, we'll try and connect with our colleague who, in fact, was right there. Shrishi Ojha did try to speak with Ramesh Gupta. Here's Ramesh Gupta speaking.
Today, sir, 7 days further custody is what ED is seeking, and they've also alleged that Mr. Kejriwal has not been cooperating with the investigation. How do you respond to that?
No, I don't think in application they have mentioned that he has not cooperated, but he said there are certain other aspects which they want to investigate. However, Mr. Kejriwal requested the court that he in person wants to say something. After putting his facts, he in the end said that I have no objection. If this court feels that further remand is required, I'm willing to cooperate and I have no objection if remand is given. However, we objected that their grounds for police remand are not legal sustainable ground. So without prejudice to that ground, if remand is given, we have no objection.
So Mr. Kejriwal addressed the court directly and also made some shocking revelations and submissions about electoral bond submissions. However,
everybody knows what is shocking. You know better than him.
No, but according to ED, it's not relevant because it was the Aam Aadmi Party.
Then you ask ED why it is not relevant. You ask those people. If the accused who got arrested and later on got bail and his company gave 50 crore rupees to the BJP, which is clear from the disclosure made by the Election Commission.
So the court also asked Mr. Kejriwal why these statements are not being made by him as a statement before the ED. All the submissions that he made before the court.
No. The court said whatever you want to say, you give it in writing. We'll consider that at appropriate stage.
Okay. So lastly, all the allegations that that have been made with regard to accused turning approver and ED not favouring them basically to make statements against Mr. Kejriwal and the other Aam Aadmi Party leaders. Are you planning to take any other formal legal action, file any application?
Already matter is pending before Honorable Delhi High Court and Dr. Singhvi is also arguing that matter. It is pending.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir. That was Senior Advocate Ramesh Gupta, who's appeared for...
Ramesh Gupta speaking with my colleague Srishti Ojha, who's been tracking all those developments in a court. Right now, the court is, of course, deliberating on all the arguments that were made in court. Arvind Kejriwal spoke as well in court today. At the moment, of course, he's meeting with his family who is present in court, including his wife Sunita Kejriwal and his son and daughter. In a short while from now, the court will be pronouncing its order on the ED's application for extension of Arvind Kejriwal's remand by 7 more days. The ED wants custody by 7 more days of Arvind Kejriwal. Remember that they're alleging that he's the kingpin of the liquor policy scam. That's what the Enforcement Directorate said in court the last time round. Arvind Kejriwal today alluded to the fact that there seems to be some sort of quid pro quo, accused turning approver, whose statement is then used to target the Aam Aadmi Party and its leaders. He said that the Enforcement Directorate is creating a smokescreen of sorts in order to crush the Aam Aadmi Party. A very serious allegation which has been levelled by Arvind Kejriwal, which the BJP is of course dismissing and saying that if Arvind Kejriwal has nothing to hide, why exactly hasn't he been able to make himself available for investigation the 9 times that the Enforcement Directorate issued summons to him? So, for the moment, the court has reserved its order. That order is awaited at the moment. At the moment, of course, you're seeing those pictures of earlier when, in fact, Sunita Kejriwal arrived at the Raos Avenue court premises. She was present over there. Son and daughter of the Chief Minister of Delhi were also present in court today. They're meeting with the Chief Minister as we speak because they're waiting for the order for the judge to preside and pronounce the order in the Enforcement Directorate's application that they get 7 more days of remand of the Delhi Chief Minister in the Delhi excise policy scam case. Okay, news that's coming in right now. Senior BJD leader has now joined the BJP ahead of the Lok Sabha elections in the presence of Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan and Jay Panda and Vinod Tawade of the BJP. six-time Member of Parliament from Cuttack, Bhartuhari Mahatab, has just joined the BJP. He, in fact, is Member of Parliament from Cuttack seat, likely to contest again from Cuttack on a BJP ticket. You see pictures of the six-time Member of Parliament, a Member of Parliament since 1998 from that seat, has now joined the BJP. Recently, remember that the BJP had announced that they would be going solo in the elections in Odisha as far as the Lok Sabha and the simultaneous assembly elections are concerned. So they will be contesting on all 21 Lok Sabha seats all by themselves. You also see Damayanti Besra, who in fact is a Santhali author, a Padma Shri in 2020. She has also joined the BJP. Also, Oriya actor Siddhanta Mohapatra has also joined the BJP. So, a BJD leader, a six-time Member of Parliament from Cuttack, Bhartuhari Mahatab, also Damayanti Besra, as well as Siddhanta Mohapatra, as you see on the screens right now. He is an Oriya actor who's now joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. It remains to be seen if the BJP will field Siddhanta Mohapatra as a candidate from Odisha in these Lok Sabha elections. Already they've announced some of their candidates for the Lok Sabha elections from the state of Odisha. Some of them on your screens right now. Dharmendra Pradhan, of course, will be contesting Union Minister from Sambalpur in Odisha, as well as Baijant Panda, Jai Panda, who will be contesting from the Kendrapada, Odisha seat as well. So some high-profile candidates over there. But could some of these candidates, Bhartuhari Mahatab, as you see on your screens right now, being welcomed into the BJP, most likely to get the Cuttack seat again, his sitting seat, six-time Member of Parliament from the BJD, just resigned a few days ago from the BJD, and he, in fact, has decided to join the BJP and contest the Lok Sabha elections, possibly.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਆਸ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਆਈ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਦਲਿਤਾਂ ਦੀ, ਪੰਚਤਾਂ ਦੀ, ਪਿਛੜਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੂਗੀ, ਪਰ ਜਿਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਵਿਧਾਨ ਸਭਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਗੱਲ ਰੱਖਣ ਦੀ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਟੋਕਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵਿਧਾਨ ਸਭਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੋਲਣ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਧਿਕਾਰ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੋਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਸੀ। ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਬਿਆਨਬਾਜ਼ੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ ਸੀ। ਜੋ ਬਿਆਨਬਾਜ਼ੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਸੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਮੋਬਾਈਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਸੀ।
So that in fact was Aam Aadmi Party's Punjab MLA Sheetal Angurla, who in fact joined the BJP just yesterday. Right now, BJD Member of Parliament from Cuttack, who recently quit the BJD, has joined the BJP. That's Bhartuhari Mahatab on your screens. Also, who joined the BJP alongside him from the state of Odisha, Damayanti Besra, who is a Santhali author, who was in fact conferred with Padma Shri in 2020. Also, Siddhanta Mohapatra, an Oriya actor, who has joined the BJP. Piyush Mishra is now joining us for more on this. The list of eminent personalities, Piyush, joining the Bharatiya Janata Party continues, but today is of course extremely significant because a six-time Member of Parliament from the BJD has quit the BJD to join the BJP, which seems to give a sense that the BJP is of course growing in Odisha, which is why they hope that they'll be able to make a dent going alone in these elections.
Well, certainly, Palami, and what we are now given to understand from our sources in BJP is that the party leadership feels there in the state that they are going to perform so well in the state. There are 21 Lok Sabha seats, and had they had gone in alliance with BJD, then they would have not been able to perform too well. But after they are now BJP, which has now decided to go solo, it will have a better performance in the state, and they will also be able to achieve its target of 370, and Odisha is going to contribute or not. That is why we are seeing as to how the top leaders from the state are now joining. Bhartuhari Mahatab, who is six-time MP from the state, is now joining BJP. In fact, he is the one who told us a couple of minutes back that he is influenced by the work of PM Narendra Modi and will be the part of the developed India, of the vision of PM Narendra Modi after he joins BJP. So after Bhartuhari Mahatab, we have Siddhanta Mohapatra, Damayanti Besra. Siddhanta Mohapatra, remember that he's one of the top actors here from the state, and like you rightly mentioned, Damayanti Besra is Padma Shri awarded, who was awarded in 2020. So we are now seeing as to how big joinings taking place from the state of Odisha. This also taking place at a time when BJP has decided to go solo in the state. Yesterday we had seen how the top leaders from the state of Punjab had joined from Aam Aadmi Party, and today we are seeing the leaders from BJD joining BJP. As we are speaking, the joining is taking place in presence of Vinod Tavre, Jay Panda, and other leaders of Bharatiya Janata Party. Follow me.
Right, so Bhartwari Mahatab and Siddhant Mohapatra, members of the BJD, Bhartwari Mahatab, a sitting member of parliament, and Santhali author Damayanti Beshra from the state of Odisha, who've just joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. Piyush, thank you for joining us. Rift within the Mahavikas Aghadi widens just ahead of the Lok Sabha polls. The latest flashpoint between the MVA parties is over candidates list released by the Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena faction. Sharad Pawar is unhappy over this move and wants the Sena UBT to declare candidates alongside its partners. Meanwhile, Congress's Sanjay Nirupam slammed Uddhav Thackeray for fielding Amol Kirtikar, an accused in the alleged Khichdi scam from Mumbai's northwest constituency, and stated that he won't campaign for him. Nirupam accused the Shiv Sena UBT of burying the Grand Old Party Congress in Mumbai. Now, the tussle between the Mahavikas Aghadi allies is not just over one seat. Congress was also unhappy after Sena UBT declared their candidate from Sangli, Mumbai South Central and Mumbai Northeast constituencies, while Sharad Pawar's NCP and Congress are at loggerheads over the Bhiwandi seat. Meanwhile, Devendra Fadnavis has mocked the Aghadi, saying that the Congress must get used to how Uddhav behaves.
असं आहे की सन्माननीय उद्धव ठाकरेजींचा अनुभव आम्ही खूप वर्ष घेतलेला आहे, त्यामुळे आम्हाला याची सवय आहे. आता काँग्रेसला त्यांच्यासोबत राहायचं असेल तर त्यांनाही त्याची सवय करून घ्यावी लागेल, ते असंच वाटतं.
ये अलायंस का धर्म है. हो सकता है संवाद के समय पे किसी तरीके का वो हो, आरोप प्रत्यारोप लगे, पर संवाद के माध्यम से सब रिजॉल्व हो जाएगा. रही बात सांगली की, जब रामटेक और कोल्हापुर जो हमारी ट्रेडिशनल सीट्स हैं उसको हमने हंसी खुशी हमने दे दिया क्योंकि वो अलायंस का धर्म निभा रहे थे. उसी तरीके से पश्चिम महाराष्ट्र में सांगली एक सीट बचती है जो हमने कहा था कि इस पे हम अपना उम्मीदवार खड़ा करेंगे, और मुझे पूरा यकीन है कि जो भी नाराजगी है, जो भी उन्होंने व्यक्त किया है, वो चर्चा के माध्यम से रिजॉल्व हो जाएगी.
आज इतना ही बताता हूँ, जो नामांकन में सारे प्रत्याशियों के नाम आए, ये सिर्फ प्रत्याशी नहीं है, ये आने वाले दिनों में शिवसेना के विजयी प्रत्याशी रहेंगे, सांसद हो जाएंगे, ये मैं इतना कहना चाहता हूँ.
एवढा मोठा राज्य आहे, राज्यामध्ये एखाद दुसरी नाराजी होणं हे काही वेळ, ही लोकशाही आमचं किती चांगलं आहे बघा. लोकशाही पद्धतीने आम्ही सगळं करतो, आमच्याकडे दमदाटी नसते.
मैं कांग्रेस पार्टी एज ए होल, मैं उनकी बात करता हूँ. मैं किसी व्यक्ति विशेष ने कुछ टिप्पणी की उसके ऊपर बात नहीं करूँगा. ये बात अगर मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब ने कही है तो उसके ऊपर मैं टिप्पणी करूँगा. ये बात अगर नाना पटोले जी, बाला साहेब थोराट जी ने की है या पृथ्वीराज चौहान जी ने की है तो मैं बात करूँगा. बात ऐसी है कि हमारी लिस्ट आई है और सीट शेयरिंग की चर्चा लगभग पूरी हो चुकी थी. अब रामटेक हमारी सिटिंग सीट है ना, आपको तो सबको मालूम है, 5 बार जीत चुके हम लोगों से. अब वहाँ कांग्रेस ने अपना उम्मीदवार खड़ा किया, नाम घोषित किए, तो हमने क्या उसके ऊपर आक्षेप लिया है, ऑब्जेक्शन किया है? नहीं किया है. मैं जरूर ये मानता हूँ कि सांगली में कांग्रेस पार्टी का केडर है, हमारा भी है, कोल्हापुर में भी हमारा था, रामटेक में हमारा था. अब एक केडर महाविकास आघाड़ी के साथ अगर आता है तो सांगली वाली सीट महाविकास आघाड़ी को हम दे सकते हैं ना. शिवसेना हो, एनसीपी हो या कांग्रेस हो, ये महाविकास आघाड़ी है.
शिवसेना की लिस्ट में आपने आज के लिए देखो तो सिग्नेचर किसके हैं? उद्धव जी के सिग्नेचर है. उद्धव जी ने अगर सभा में बोला होगा तो उससे ज़्यादा और कोई अधिकृत होने की कोई बात नहीं है, तो कोई भूचाल वगैरह की बात नहीं है. देखिए, सांगली की सीट पे कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ता बहुत आग्रही है, ये वास्तव है, क्योंकि 2 चुनाव से वहाँ हम हार रहे हैं और भाजपा का प्रत्याशी वहाँ जीत रहा है. उनके खिलाफ एंटी इनकम्बेंसी है, लेकिन फिर भी महायुति, अब देखिए 3 पार्टियां दोनों तरफ है, तो चुनाव तो ताकत से लड़ना पड़ेगा, सबसे अच्छा प्रत्याशी देना पड़ेगा और सब मिलकर उसका अगर प्रचार करेंगे तब जीत जाएंगे.
My colleague Mustafa Sheikh is now joining us live this afternoon. Mustafa, it seems that both the alliance partners, the Sharad Pawar-led faction of the NCP and the Congress, are unhappy with Uddhav Thackeray going ahead and declaring 17 candidates for the Lok Sabha elections in Maharashtra. How are they going to resolve this?
What we are told is that there is a meeting of Mahavikas Aghadi which is taking place. It's likely that these issues can be resolved in that meeting. As of now, Sanjay Raut has said that this evening's meeting is going to take place only to plan campaigns, and seat sharing has been done. So on one hand, we see Congress leaders reluctant for Sangli seat. On the other hand, Shiv Sena seems to say that all has been done and let's move forward now. So how this will impact this alliance is something important. How going forward, whether there will be any more problems or now it is to be considered that Sangli will be fought by Shiv Sena is something we'll have to understand in the coming days. But it seems that the Congress is still asking for this seat. They are saying that not giving a ticket to Vishal Patil, who is a grandson of former CM of Maharashtra, will impact the entire western Maharashtra. So that is something which they are insisting on, that seat. What happens next is something to see. But yes, since the time Shiv Sena has announced the seat, all has not been well in Mahavikas Aghadi, and Sharad Pawar also in a meeting of his party members said that ideally all three parties should have sat together and announced and declared the seat candidates. Everybody has done it differently. It is not reflecting well, and in the coming days, if together the MVA leaders don't take sabhas, it is going to have impact on their seats in Maharashtra. Back to you.
Right, Mustafa, thank you so much for joining us. All of those details. It's not just trouble within the Mahavikas Aghadi, there's trouble brewing within the Mahayuti as well, while hectic seat sharing negotiations are underway in both camps in Maharashtra.